Well, it's three straight for the Wisconsin Badgers. They pull off a 23-3 win over the Northwestern Wildcats here in Week 8. A major victory because Wisconsin is now 5-2, 3-1 in conference play, and they're just one game away from being bowl eligible. It's a big turn from the way that this season kind of started with the two games in the beginning where Wisconsin didn't look as strong as you'd hope, and then obviously the two big losses to Alabama and USC. But the Badgers are on a big upturn here. Let's break this one down. Offensively, you start off the game, it was a little slow with the passing attack. Wisconsin didn't have the success that they've seen in the last 2 weeks. Didn't really get that consistency. A bit of a rougher game for Braden Locke. He had 2 turnovers in this one, an interception early that was really just him missing a receiver in zone coverage, and then obviously the fumble that Northwestern was able to retain but not capitalize on. So there were the 2 turnovers, but the run game really was the catalyst of the offense in this one. Tawee Walker had 126 yards on just 23 carries, averaged over 5 yards a clip, and what was the word I used? Consistent. Wisconsin's offense on the ground was consistent today. Walker was consistently able to get 4 to 5 yards per carry, or 4 to 5 yards on every carry. It wasn't like it was a explosive laden day. It was just a consistent day that Wisconsin was able to push the ball on the ground, and that kind of was just the way the offense worked. You ultimately scored 23 points in this one, the 3 touchdowns and obviously the safety. And it was a game with a lot of, turning around. You had a blocked punt, you had a blocked field goal. Wisconsin had a blocked field goal that, ended up costing them a few points. You have the safety. So there's a lot of different things. But run game-wise, strong. Offensive line did their job. That was going to be an important matchup. You needed to make sure you won the trenches. Going to the defense, I was really impressed by the defensive line in comparison, to the first few weeks. The run game was shut down for Northwestern, and that made it really tough because when you're not getting good yardage on first down or second down, it leads to long third downs. And Northwestern was just 2 of 14 on third downs today, had to go over 7 yards on average on third downs, and it really just was not a sustainable formula because the Badgers' secondary was locked down. 7 different PBUs, a lot of players got their hands on footballs today. You're talking Xavier Lucas, you're talking both of the starting safeties, you're talking Nizer Forkreen, Ricardo Hallman. It was just all around players kind of making plays overall in the secondary in this one. And that's why Jack Lausch, only 82 yards on 24 passing attempts in this one. A strong performance by the defense. They don't allow a touchdown. And this is now a really, really big run for the defense. They've allowed 1 touchdown in the last 3 games. It was just the one to Rutgers last week. And they've only allowed 8 of their last 42 third downs to be completed. A really, really good performance. And that's important because next week it's Penn State. The Badgers are going to have a big matchup. They're at home. It's going to be in prime time. And so, the bright lights are coming to Madison. Wisconsin's on a 3-game winning streak. We'll see how this week goes. But stay tuned for the coverage. We got you covered all the way through this game and up until next game.